lot of people today is sharers of emotions and and opinions. My father said, we live in an era that people are very singular opinionated. They have opinions. Everybody's different, and they have a single opinion of something that is true, is not changeable. They don't express it too much, but the way they live shows how they are.
They're inclusive in their exclusivity.
Yes, I know. You design the clothes, or you just,
It depends on the
connect the
company.
people to the people?
We have a manufacturing like in-house. We do it in-house, the manufacturing. And if a customer comes up and they want like a custom design, we can do that. But generally, we do mostly B2B.
I think brands these days, or how people want to start clothing brands, it's toxic in a way because they don't put the effort.
It's not just that they don't put the effort, I think. It's that a lot. So if we're talking about like influencers, musicians, stuff like that, I don't think necessarily that their idea is I'm going to start I'm going to start a clothing brand. I think middle people say like, oh, you've got like, I don't know, like 100,000 followers or something like that. Let us do like a collab where we'll make the designs of the shirts and you just sell it on your platform and do like a drop shipping business.
Right.
Right? I think that's more, I think that's why the market is so saturated with every asshole.
A lot of people and like big brands are there to be sold. The people are going to buy clothes that are known to be great. So I tried it once to have a t-shirt. It's very hard to make profit.
Ain't that the truth, son? Ain't that the truth?
Very hard. And getting that money getting quality t-shirts is very hard to find in Bahrain.
Oh, okay. You didn't try like Alibaba Express?
No, I didn't try getting samples from that. I know friends that did, but then I would love to have a t-shirt that I found at H&M.
Is that your brand, the GOAT?
Yeah, this is my homies and me.
Okay, cool stuff.
Yeah. So we started the brand, and it's been going, I think, not as expected.
You got good views, 4,000. That's good views already. And how many comments did you get on the post? What, 21 replies or something like that? 30 replies? That's good stuff, dude.
It is, but if it is not selling, it's not good.
I think your problem is distribution.
Right. Distribution, like having it at stores in a lot of places, is that what you're saying?
I think what you should do is create a scarcity around the brand. So if you're doing like a music performance or if you're doing something like that, so you get like a shirt like gun, where they like shoot that shirt into the crowd.
Okay, yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? Like to create like a external need for it. And I'm not sure if your brand is aiming to be like a mass market or is it supposed to be a niche?
Well, of course, every goal of a clothing brand is to one day be a mass market in some way, affect the whole world.
Not necessarily.
Well, that's how I look at it. Maybe the other investors don't look at it that way. I look at it, if I want to do something, I want it to reach the whole world.
Sure, but you wouldn't say like Chanel and Zara.
No.
Are the same.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah, no.
Right?
Of course.
And you've got like brands like Fear of God. Can you look up Fear of God?
Fear of God. Yeah, I heard about them.
So they're like a street-focused brand, which I think they sell like jeans for like 10K or something crazy like that.
They look
very easy, right?
Very easy. Yeah, very hippie, and this is like the new wave of clothing.
Yeah, they're
the off-white colors.
Stuff. They're called luxury street fashion, is what they designate themselves as.
Luxury street. Oh, so that's a high end. Like one T-shirt or one sweatshirt is like $1,000 or something.
Well, for a pair of jeans, they were selling it for $5K. For one pair of jeans, right?
What the hell?
Can you open their website?
I don't know why people do that.
Because that's how it makes money, right? Creates scarcity. The Fear of God is below. That's the one. So yeah, I don't know if they still sell the jeans at that price market or if they changed it since then.
You know, clothes. I was having a discussion with one of my friends. He was like, he was asking me for acceptance or what's the meaning? Come on, not acceptance. Ta'keed.
Takid, insurance.
Yeah, sure.
Like he wants your approval.
He was my approval. He was like, hey, I went to the beach one day and I just took off my shirt. Well, nobody was around. But is this okay to take off my shirt like that? I'm like, you're wearing it for other people to not like elevate some desire in them or something like that, or hate or whatever. Clothes are just morals in there. They're just a product of civilization.
Okay.
Like, I feel like a normal human being walking naked should be normal.
I can take you to places where you can walk
But
around.
like,
naked.
wait. You're walking naked by your own in a very confined space of your own, because it's okay to walk naked, I guess.
I can take you to beaches where you can walk around naked.
I know, yeah, there are.
That's
So
caca, whatever they're called.
that's, I guess, the expression of the human being. They want that. They're like, yeah, I can walk naked.
And a lot of horny old men.
Oh my God, the stereotyping. Of course, a lot of sick people right there. Yeah.
I don't know if it's a stereotype. I think it's fact.
It is well,
Come on. You,
human fact, yeah.
you got your dick out. You're seeing some girls. You got those like reflective shades on. Right?
Nobody's watching you.
No one's watching you. You're reading that same page for 2 hours.
Well, I will not go there, but I would like to have a place for me that's like a glass at the top that has the sun coming in, and nobody can see me naked. This has went so weird, but
What?
yeah,
Okay.
I want to be there because I love sitting at the sun every day in the morning. It's beautiful.
So why don't you just be an annoying neighbor and just get like a balcony that has sun and just get naked and everyone else can go fuck themselves?
I have a roof,
Yeah.
but I will not get naked because I don't want to have the slightest doubt of someone seeing me naked. Someone like, I don't want them to be like, I don't want to scar their life. Because, you don't walk around normally seeing people naked.
I don't do it here in Bahrain. I'm not gonna lie to you, but I've got an apartment in London, and I'm always naked in that apartment. Like a good 70% of the time, if you walk into that apartment, you're gonna find me naked. And I have neighbors that live right next door. And I just see them shake their heads.
What do you mean? They can see you?
Yeah, I don't give a fuck. I
They
don't
can see you through a window? Oh, balcony or something?
Yeah.
Oh my
It's like
God.
there's a lot of like glass in that apartment, and so they're.
No way.
I'll take pictures next time.
No. Okay. I believe you, but like this requires a lot of courage, to be honest.
No, it doesn't. It requires a lot of disrespect for your neighbors.
That's courage to disrespect. You need that.
You're like, fuck him.
That's crazy. It's crazy, but yeah, I believe these clothes are just ways of civilization to cover, to make people go straight,
Well, I mean,
not thinking about things.
What's the right terminology?
All right.
I don't care. Well, untouched civilizations, you find them covering up their junk.
Yeah, they do, because they know it provokes a sense of sexuality in the other sex. So they don't want that. They want civilization to go and do their job, not being distracted by.
But they have the tits out.
Oh yeah, the women. Yeah, they do. Oh, that's well.
Right?
Well, if one party's doing it, then the other parties just have to control themselves.
Well, they also shove their penises like back into their body, which I don't think anyone wants to be a part of that.
Who does that?
Yeah, they do that because of like when they're running around in the forest and shit like that. They don't want that shit to
like-
get caught up or get hit by like branches and leaves and shit. Yeah, they put it right back in.
What? How does it get? Oh my! I don't want to think about it.
Yeah,
but, wow.
There's like monks as well, like in Nepal and shit like that, where they put their testicles like straight back into their hip.
And that's why they get hit.
So
multiple
exactly,
times
yeah.
and
So
don't-
when they get hit and stuff like that, they're not hurting their
that's
testicles.
muscles that we're not using.
Would you really want to shove your testicles back into your hip bone? No.
But
Wait.
like if it's normal,
Fuck that. Fuck
it's
that.
not normal. It's for emergencies. And hunting and all
What
that.
are you doing? Even if you're hunting, even if you're stranded on an island, right? How long do you have to be stranded on the island to be like, you know what? I think it's been 10 years. No one's gonna save me. I better start putting my dick balls inside me. No way.
No, you're gonna use that in very hard situations, like being drugged and tied to a bed,
Yeah.
and you're about to get
Hit in the balls.
not just hit, you're about to get something happen to like, if you want to blur that, but you're
You
about
can
to
say-
get raped by some women, or you're gonna shove them back. There's nothing here. What are you
Remember
doing?
what we talked about 2 minutes ago out there? We said we're there's gonna be a part where we're gonna cut, and we already hit it, and it's not even been 5 minutes.
Oh my god. To be honest, yeah.
You're worried about being raped by women? That's not like a concern in my mind.
I heard stories about supermodels, men just running around and then being approached by rich women.
Yeah.
They're like, come out, just party with us. And they take him, pour him a glass of champagne, and that champagne is drugged.
Okay.
Waking up tied to a bed, his penis is on fire.
Yeah.
What does that mean? He's just got raped.
By a girl.
Yeah, men can get raped by girls.
Okay. I'm trying to process the
Yeah.
information because if you're a handsome dude and a rich rich lady is inviting you out, don't you like?
It's beautiful. It's actually very complimenting, and
No, that's not what I'm saying. But don't you like know there's a problem? Shakespeare used to say we're all but actors on a play, right? Stephen King used to say big enough to bleed, big enough to be big enough to be known, big enough to be a target, right? As soon as you're somebody, then suddenly people come out the woodwork.
Right. Yeah, I felt that.
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
Like what? Like old friends like start knocking on you and being like, "Can you give me
No,
this?"
I never had old friends do that because, they were great friends, to be honest. Yeah, they were great. But I've had, I've had a lot of people show up out of nowhere just because of status. As you said, the bigger you are.
Wasta, yeah.
Yeah, no. You could say they wanted to use some of my back then, fame and influence to their own advantage. And I believe I've did a lot of shit for free that if I had a manager, it wouldn't have happened.
Okay.
I would have been a very managed talent. But coming from no managing background and no understanding of how people should work and business should be done, I just did a lot of shit for free.
Don't forget, though, right? Just because you have a manager doesn't mean that you're going to get every opportunity. Because when you get a manager, he's also managing other artists, however you designate yourself, whatever. And so even if that opportunity comes up and it could be a perfect fit for you, they have other people that's, paying their payroll, and they might put someone else for that gig that you
Happened.
would have otherwise get.
That happened a lot with managers that are not solely for you.
Exactly. Yeah.
The media companies, and they call them YouTube networks. Yeah, they do that. They have top creators. The money goes to them. These little creators don't get anything. They just pay the salaries in a very accumulative way, because small creators are like 100 small creators, and then just 50 or 20 big creators. They get the advertisement, but these guys, the 100, they don't get advertisements. They get some help, music library that you could pay $5 for, but they sum up an amount of money that pays for all the employees that work at the network easily. Like, if anything goes bad, if these guys keep uploading, we make money. Yeah. So I didn't like networks from the beginning, to be honest.
So why don't you make your own network then?
Why should I? YouTube partner program, just be on it, and that's good. Because if I do my own network, I'll be the same as them.
My reasoning is that you're then beholden to the rules of YouTube. Right?
Well, yeah, of course. I know I don't know a lot of stuff in that world, or in managing a world of getting ads and managing creators. Yeah, I don't know that.
Because I think of like fringe cases like Alex Jones, for example. If you know who he is,
Heard
Infowars.
about him. What
So
do you do?
He's a conspiracy theorist.
Alex Jones. Yeah.
Right? The frogs are gay. What he's infamously made fun of,
Alex Jones. Yeah.
and he said maybe things that weren't accurate, or maybe they were accurate, but they banned him from every single platform
Wow.
overnight. And not only that, his accounts in his bank, he had like I think 3 or 4 accounts, all got designated as hate group under H, meaning he couldn't access his funds anymore.
Just for having a political opinion.
He made a call out, and people didn't like it. I'm being very nice to him at the moment. I mean, he basically, there was a school shooting, and he claimed that they were all paid actors. So
Oh my. Okay. Wait. What?
Yeah. He really missed the ball on that one.
Yeah, he did. Oh my God. And some people, you don't know, they're joking or are they really serious?
I mean, it's difficult to say. Alex
But
Jones,
when he said that, yeah, I think he's serious.
in court, he claims it's a persona and it's just all just hype talk and it's not real.
Oh,
But
really?
in his audience, he
Why would you even like? Okay, persona. I.
to get him out of legal trouble.
It's not funny. It's not funny. It's not real. People cannot relate to something like that.
Again, because of legal problems. That's why he said. That's what he said. He said to his fan group, "I said that it was that I'm a persona because I didn't want to get into more legal
Oh,
trouble."
he did say that.
So
Stupid enough to do that.
Yeah. So you don't know where he sits and how his allegiances are and whether or not how much of him is real on camera. That's the problem. That's the thing, right?
That's a big thing. I've seen in a lot of creators. And people saw in me in the beginning. I was like sitting with my friends, normal, and then when they watch my videos, I know they would have this thought, like, "Who's this? That's not our friend," but they wouldn't say that to me. And then one courageous guy came up to me, and he's like, "You're not the same." I'm like, "What about that?" Because defending self-worth back then and my ego and what I've achieved, it's a very hard thing to say to someone. It's like you're saying you have schizophrenia or something.
So give us give us a story. How did you get into YouTube first of all?
Well, at the beginning, I guess it was an inspiration from a content creator that's #1 right now. His name is PewDiePie.
Okay.
So I've watched his videos and I started laughing at a phone screen, and I had the realization is, how can someone make me laugh this hard just playing video games? And video games are considered procrastination and something that someone shouldn't do all the time.
Okay.
So it was inspiring from other content creators. And I was like, yeah, let me try it. And I tried it because I found myself sitting and talking to myself while playing, cussing and all that to myself. And I was like, what if it was recorded? All right, record it. And that's how it started. It was very simple.
And your main audience you're aiming at are GCC Arabic, or do you aim more for international and go with the English route?
No, I started at the beginning. Funny story, I made one video.
Go on the videos and by date, Dan.
No, you're not going to find it right here.
But let's see what on the upload. Yeah,
This is not even my first channel. This is my second channel.
Okay.
My first channel had 3.8 million subscribers and it got striked.
Did I not mention a second ago about how if YouTube gods decide to punish you if you don't have your own service, you're fucked?
You are, yeah, it happens. I don't want to feel it. I don't want to feel that because in one moment in time, I had a decision come up to my mind when I was 3 strikes in, and the 4th was going to delete my channel, and I had a decision. I was like, you know what? Just delete all your videos, make them all private. And then something hits, ego, circumstance, who I was back then. I was like, nah, I will keep this channel. 1 month later, boom, it's gone. What I predicted happened, and yeah. Luckily, I have this other channel.
Go. Can you open another link and type in Rooster Teeth again? Sorry for podcast listeners.
These guys make a game.
They do. They do.
Oh,
Like the original way of how Rooster Teeth became big. They did a machinima video called Red versus Blue, and they knew at the time how important it is to own the supply. Right?
when did they realize that?
I think they were maybe 2 years in. This is
Making machinima videos on YouTube.
they were making machinima videos. So we're talking about an era before YouTube was owned by Google. We're going way back in time now. So yeah, they started off with Red versus Blue, and since they understood that being supply is so important, they made sure that all our content was on their channel, on their website, and they what they would do is they would upload it to other websites 1 week after it was uploaded on their main website. So your fans, they want to watch your content, they want to watch it early, they would go to your website, they would sign up, they would comment on your website. So that's how they built that engagement and audience. And if you go on, can you check out their channels? There's on the left. Achievement Hunter. So this is a subcategory where they do like gaming videos.
I know this logo right there, the star with the. It's not Game Theory, the guy that makes.
Potentially, I mean, they own a whole bunch of stuff now.
Yeah,
But this is how they started, yeah.
So what? It's like a whole new streaming platform that has signed creators. They signed them to make exclusive content.
They actually built the creators in-house. Because this is what happens when you own the back end, when you own the services, right? Most of their growth and staff are from their own fan base.
Oh wow!
Clever, right?
Yeah.
You're retaining that talent, you're retaining that blood.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And so that's how they did it. And I think they sold it for AT&T or Time Warner, one of those companies, and they made a lot of money. They made a lot of money.
Wow! Never heard of them, but I've seen the logo before. 100% the roaster and the teeth. 100% I've seen it before, and I've seen a couple of videos on YouTube about them.
If that's the sooner you do this kind of stuff, buddy, the sooner you're going to spare yourself the headache of having your YouTube canceled.
Yeah, you're right. I've seen a lot of creators do that. They have their own streaming video platform.
Timcast IRL, Mug Club. That's on top of my list. I can think of a
And
third one.
monetizing that is better. It's going to make a lot of money.
Yeah, Infowars is another one from Joe Rogan as well. No, Joe Rogan not so much. I mean, he signed a deal with Spotify.
Yeah. You got to deal with Spotify.
Yeah, but he's also getting paid $200 billion. So
200 million.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah, big money in the market these days, and a lot of people just get it.
Do you do a Patreon?
No, I don't do any exclusive thing. Voice crack right there. I don't do a lot of this.
Told you. Not what you were in.
It's okay. You can keep it in. I mean, I have the YouTube joining thing, but it's not 100% you getting the profits. You're going to get like 40%, I guess. Or
Why don't you do the Patreon thing?
I feel like taking people's money will just make me more lazy, to be honest. I know myself. I want to work for that. I want one day that if I'm taking money from people, I'm providing something that's not being provided in my YouTube channel.
I don't think you should think about it that way. I think you have a fan base and people care about your content and they want to support their creator.
They do. You're right. But I just feel like I don't want to take something for nothing.
I mean, it's not nothing. I mean, you're investing your time to make that content. You're putting a lot of smiles on people's faces.
It is. Well, if I'm doing that, then I'm taking the ad revenue. I never understood how crowdfunding psychologically works. I'm very complicated in that.
Okay.
Yeah, I cannot accept, as I said, just taking money for living life. Nah, I'll do I'll provide a service. I'll
would-
do something. I'll
would you
sell a
ju-
product.
Would you sell a product? You would do brand deals, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like that's the way that I want to live life because it will open something in my life and in my mind if I started crowdfunding, just sitting and getting money from people that might change who I essentially am.
You make a very interesting point. I'm trying to remember the creator. He used to do those vlogs. Casey Neistat.
Yeah, beautiful creator.
He once said that he didn't want to turn on the monetize button
Wow.
because he was worried it would affect his vlogs. It would affect how he would produce that content. And he said he turned it on once, and for that first month he made 4K. Second month he made 8K. Third month he made 16K. And I think he said by the time it hit 16K, he felt it was immoral
Immoral.
to turn it off.
To turn it off.
Yeah, he said he's leaving so much money on the table.
Okay. Nah.
Interesting way of looking at life, isn't it?
Yeah, it is very interesting. It's yeah, because I've read that there are four motivators in life. It's either fear, desire, or love, or duty.
Okay.
Fear is when you're afraid to lose something or not having something, so you work to get it. Desire is you just want it. But duty is knowing that you're gonna be the right man at the right place at the right time to do something right. That's duty. And love is love, you know. You want something to grow, to prosper. I guess Casey Neistat and his idea was filled with love. He loved the content that he created, and he didn't want desire to be in it, the desire for money. But what he said, it's immoral to close it, was because he knew it's a duty. You got to get paid for it. Yeah.
I like how you did that mental gymnastics to justify that right there.
Yeah, I have to. I have to justify everything I think about.
If you turn on that Patreon account, is that how you're gonna work it as well?
Of course.
You're gonna
I
go
will find something. Yes. I maybe did that right now.
Exactly. You'd be
So
like,
duty and
"Shit,
love. Yeah.
It's my duty to have that turned on. Yeah, you're right.
It's duty and love. This money is love and duty. I get it.
love
I get it. And it might help somehow to sustain a very effective lifestyle that will produce a very wanted content. Some people have noticed that in parts of my life, I've done content that was filled with desire. I worked in a week to create a month's long content. So 3 videos a day, but I was sitting, not doing anything. And these videos were, the point of them was to test the algorithm if it awards or rewards more uploads, and it didn't. But the other desire was that if I upload more, I will get more money. But the videos were shit. They were disgusting. But I did it. I had a motivation of getting more. So here, in that part, money came in as something, but it wasn't money. I should have stuck to creating things that I love, videos that I love, but I lost my way at a certain point because of who I associated with, what they talked about, and my mentality and life changed. And I believe in the words that says you are the total sum of the 5 people you surround yourself with.
Sure, you're the average of your 4 friends. Yeah, I get
Or
that.
friends, what you think about, So I was around people that talked about things that might have not been me, but the more they talk about it, it becomes something core inside of me. I want to try it. So they were talking about Sayed. If you don't know Sayed,
I don't know any of this stuff.
he's the biggest Bahraini creator for gaming.
Okay. See, I'll believe you instantly. There was no pushback on my end. You just said that. I was like, yeah, sure, okay.
Yeah. He is one of the biggest. Not one. He is number one. Nobody has the subscribers he has. Nobody reached the level of views and recognition he had. Not in Bahrain. He's famous in Iraq and Saudi Arabia. But the amount of hard work that you see in that man, that was inspired me to do. Because he uploads 5 videos a day. Every single video is different from
5 videos a day.
5 videos a day. One is a reaction video, the other is a kids game, the other is maybe teens game, another teen game.
How many minutes we're talking about per video, roughly?
30 minutes.
30 minutes.
30 minutes. He has a very engaging personality for children. So if a child watches a video, a full video, YouTube loves retention. So yeah, me and you cannot watch his videos. They're impossible to watch. It's like watching a kid's show. But the hard work that he was putting in inspired me to do the same thing. But I never targeted the audience or the persona that he is doing. That's what I'm trying to
All
point
on the
out.
same channel?
No, he had 3 channels.
Okay, that makes more sense.
Yeah, one channel, 3 videos, the other one. They're all blown up. And his personality is very high energy, high tone of voice. And when you, of course, he's not that in real life. Of course, this is a personality.
He must be burnt out.
Oh my God, I
Can't
don't
imagine.
I think he has a very, very great understanding of himself and his the hours. I've heard in a book of time management is to know the time of day where your body has the most energy and is ready to be used. I think he has that cracked down.
That's all fine and dandy, but from a creator standpoint, as we both know, to the setup alone takes a lot of energy out of you, right? And then just making sure. So if you're doing 5 videos a day, and if he's optimizing it, and for each set or for each place, he has the cameras already ready, everything is done, everything is recording, everything is like data management is all okay. Just from the back end of it, looking to it, God.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, because think about your own circumstances. How much of your time is spent doing the content, and how much is it from the back end and the setup?
Well, the back end of the setup, I feel like is just a one-time thing. You put
If
in work.
you're in the same location.
Yeah. A lot of his content is just same location.
Okay. And if it's the same camera angles,
Yeah.
then it's setup.
It's mass produced.
Yeah.
His content is a mass production. Yeah. It's not, and he does flip it over. So why did I bring him up? I brought him up to
Talk
state
about
hard work and
number one YouTuber, biggest one in the Middle East, biggest one in
Sean
Iraq.
Biden.
I think you mentioned in Saudi Arabia.
Saudi Arabia.
Yeah.
I wanted to pinpoint that he was a big talk in the group of people that I was with. They were talking about him. So eventually, my personality loves to find, and maybe a lot of people will find some relative things to what I'm about to say, that I love to find success and how it's happening. So I deciphered it and found out that it's not that simple to decipher other people's successes to simple actions.
You can't duplicate it like that.
Yeah.
Right.
So I tried to, and please don't duplicate other people instantly. Yeah, you gotta work on it.
There's that saying, right? I forgot who it's by, and it goes, whenever you're copying something, you're then a copy of a copy.
Oh,
Right?
Yeah.
Because whoever's doing that thing, it isn't wholly original.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
already taking someone else's format, changing it, and then making it work for whatever he's doing. You're skipping that step. Instead of taking that content, changing it, you're just saying, oh, fuck it, I'll just do that, right?
Yeah. He's done a lot of work that you didn't do.
Exactly.
Right. Copying is everywhere. Everybody copies everybody, but
It's inspiration.
it's inspiration. It needs a lot of steps in it to make it efficient for you. It's that what works for him is not going to work for someone else. So yeah, what do you want to unsolve? What truth?
I don't know, dude. So the whole concept behind it was to do like karmic give back, on to get people on and asking them how they got where they are in life, what kind of advice they can give to the next person, and more importantly, just to have like a discussion, right?
Right.
And enjoy learning about people and enjoy,
Amazing.
making
Love.
people who actually do things. Because there's so many people in the world who are just robots who just
Yeah.
live
It's
in their
sad to
own
have
like.
that.
world.
They call them NPCs
Yeah.
nowadays.
Yeah, they do.
They're joking about it, but it's real. A lot of people are, but you cannot just say they're NPCs and
Take away their humanity. you mean.
they already have humanity. They are intelligent. They have personalities of their own. But what they do in most of their time considers them an NPC. They work in some type of uncreative manner. They disregard their creative manner, and they don't ignite it to do something.
I would take it a step further. I would say that most people day to day that I meet or talk to, they only regurgitate information.
Regurgitate. What the hell is
Information.
that word? They take it and then say it again.
So they heard they heard someone say something, and they just accept it.
Oh wow. Yeah. No questioning. No. How would that affect me? What's the agenda?
Yeah, exactly. They're not like going like, is that true? Is that okay? They're just saying like, oh, okay, whatever, sure. And then they repeat that lie like to ad infinitum. Yeah, just into infinity. They just
They do. A lot of people do that, and I feel like a lot of people now live on terms of services of other companies. The real life of people now are just terms of services of Twitter. People can't say shit in real life because they couldn't say it on Twitter, and because they spend a lot of time on Twitter, their life is like that.
It's called peacocking. Peacocking.
That's real? That's something real? What is it?
So,
Does it
you know,
mean
like,
the same thing?
Like the bird with the peacock, right? The feathers.
Okay.
So in order to initialize them to the group, they want to show to the rest of that group, hey, I think the same things that you think,
Whoa.
right? So it causes like this group acceptance kind of situation. And that's why people get upset when you say to people, Twitter isn't a real place. It's not. It's not a real place.
It's not a real place. It's a place governed by terms of services. That's not real.
People just accept it. I mean, there's that, and there's a more scary thing, which I mean, this sounds like a conspiracy theory, but well, this is our show, and I believe in this shit. I think that most comments that you read are bots.
Wow.
I don't believe that. Like some of the comments I'm reading, it doesn't matter on what platform, be it from Instagram to YouTube. I look at it and I go, "Oh, this." I mean,
That's not a real person, but maybe it's information.
maybe it's an NPC.
NPC.
Maybe.
They serve a service. They're doing something.
I guess. But like when I read comments, like it's like I don't know, some family vacation, and I just read something like "That's a beautiful road." I go, "You're not real."
Okay.
So yeah, I don't know. There's big parts of that, and especially on Twitter, you find like this regurgitation of information, and it could be like whatever political thing happened, people will then just regurgitate something else and be like, oh, but what aboutism? You know?
Who starts it?
In what sense?
Like who starts what evokes humans and captures their sense of meaning and importance? Because
Good question.
it's a very hard question.
Well, it's nature versus nurture versus culture, right? I think that's how you build up your personality. It's about who you're born to, what your environment makes you, and then finally,
Like environment nowadays is just gone. Okay, people have core beliefs of themselves
sure.
and how they live life, but then they are so into another culture and how that culture thinks and how it works, and that they are not into their culture anymore. It disappeared.
Okay.
Our culture, to be honest, Bahraini's culture has disappeared.
Okay. I mean,
Everybody in Bahrain.
you're not
that's-
wearing a thobe, right? Neither am I.
I
We're
do
talking
wear-
in English, right? It's because
Well-
these are part of our jobs that we have to do.
But we have goals behind that. We want to reach a broader audience. You know, it's beautiful, but they do it because it's the norm. It's hip.
How about we make a deal? How about we make a deal between the two of us? I'll spend a month only wearing thobe for my content. You have to spend a month only wearing a thobe for your content. What do you think?
Yeah, I think that's perfect.
Yeah?
That's a challenge.
Since we're talking shit about our cultures, let's say...
I'm not talking shit about a culture. Come on. That
Come on,
culture
we're
is
saying
beautiful.
it's disappearing.
It's disappearing, not because of its nature is. I'm not saying it's boring. I'm saying that content and social media has provoked other cultures to be the right culture, the beautiful one.
But we're not doing anything to change it either.
We can't.
We can wear thobes at least, right? We can give it. We can try at least something.
Wearing thobes will not change anything. It's
You don't know.
a thobe is not. It's just an image of the culture. Anybody can wear a thobe and be sick and be a school shooter wearing a thobe.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
wild. I like
Yeah.
how you meant that mental gymnastics. That's impressive. I'm just talking about content creation that we're doing. Like our bids are like super westernized based on our setup, our sets, our clothing. I'm just saying, you know what? Mix a little bit of our culture in. Let's wear a thobe. Hang on.
It will feel different. It will feel for you. It will
For the
spark
audience,
something.
I think. Yeah, I think for the audience.
For the audience, my audience loved when I wore a thobe.
So there we go.
In the beginning, I only wore a thobe, and before every bit that I started, I used to say a prayer. It was very religious because I was religious, I guess, or let's say strict. Not very religious, but strict in some places. Had psychological boundaries.
And what about now? Where do you sit with religion?
I respect it very, very, very much. I love how it changed our way. I'm a Muslim, but I'm not gonna go deep in what I believe in, what I do. Like, I cannot put religion in everything I do.
By the way, I'm going to talk a little shit about religion. I don't know if that's... it's not chatting shit. I met this one lady. She's a Muslim, and she's not Sunni or Shia. She's this weird, like, subsect.
All right, there's a lot of them.
There's a lot of them, and we were talking, and I was like saying, so what is the difference in like your religion of Islam? She's like, we're living in our religion, in our Islam. Sorry, she said, we're living already at the end times. And I was like, wait, what? She's like, yeah, like it's already past the end.
Oh, past the end.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
That's what I looked at her. I was like, so what? And she was like, there's no salvation. That's exactly the look I had. And she was like explaining it to me, like she was like saying like, this is Jahannam.
Oh God, this is a rap song.
Right? I was like, Jahannam means hell. So she was like, so I was like, well then what's the point of your religion then? If you really think that you're in hell,
Where are you going?
what are you talking about?
What is it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
And she's like, and she's like, no, it's like about, so the whole our practice of our religion is like to get forgiveness to get out of hell. And I was like, I don't think that's how it works.
No, it doesn't work like that. That's a very new Islam.
Yeah, she was like, I was the most fascinating 3 hours I've ever had talking about religion. It was fascinating.
Wow. No, that's crazy. I can't believe that, because Islam, like a religion that shouldn't be, the whole concept and belief of Islam is not tampered with. It's a very strong religion, but you look at subcategories and there's a lot, and every single one does. There's the Moroccan king, or he's a minister or a king. He sits in a mosque with all that smoke. I don't know what they're burning. I hope it's not drugs.
Yeah.
But it's so burning, and everybody's wearing like KKK clothes.
All right.
It looks like KKK, but it's not. But like they're sitting like that. I think they do.
They're representing there.
It does. And there's a subcategory that moves. They dance and run and in circles. They like channel an energy. But then there's Sunnis and Shias. They just stand in the mosque, do some push-ups and all that, and they walk home. You know, it is exercise, by the way. Like, there is a very beneficial exercise in praying.
I totally agree, but I don't think this is too radical out there, but I think we need to redesign mosques in the sense that there need to be more padding on the floor.
Oh yes, healthy mosques.
Right? I think
I'm up for that. Yeah.
I think a lot of people are going to be with me. I think a lot of, especially elder men now, or not so much from the women, but more elder men have destroyed knees.
Because of bad
Because of prayer.
Yeah,
and
because of prayer in bad places.
And they're just on hard floor.
Yep, that's
And
bad.
I think that's safe. I think that's safe to say.
That's safe to say, and it will advance humans to prosperity, to greatness.
Yeah, I don't think anywhere in Islam it says you have to like destroy your knees for prayer.
No, it actually says don't throw yourself in bad situations.
Right, and so I think there's truth to that, and plus, I mean, in the originality of Islam, when you go back into history, right, there wasn't a lot of concrete on the floors.
With
sand, right?
Sand is very pressure.
Yeah.
It takes the pressure.
I agree with you. I agree with you. Maybe that's what they should do: turn the inside of a mosque into like a sandpit. That sounds offensive.
That's like no, that would be that's never gonna happen.
But I think, I mean, keep it original, keep it OG.
No, look, I'm not gonna say it's never gonna happen, but maybe one day they discover a technology that's not sand, but a carpet underneath it, like bean bags.
Sure.
Some beanbag technology that just takes the pressure. Okay, yeah, they will do that. But putting sand, no, people don't want sand on their heads when they're praying in the hands. You know what I'm saying? Like,
put sand and then the carpet on top of it. Fix the
yeah,
situation. There we go.
That's it.
We solved it.
That's nice, yeah.
Or
But
just wrap it in like plastic.
I think mosques these days are just monumental places that they don't care about the health of the. Okay, they got ACs, they got a little bit of fridge there for water if you're dehydrated. But there's no science that is, because science, when you said it, you said, I don't want to be too radical, or it's not too radical, but to them it is radical.
I don't think it's radical to say. I mean, maybe we have to get a mom on the show and ask them about it and be like, yo, what do you think about the whole idea of putting some padding maybe on the floor? What do you think about that?
That would be awesome. Yeah. I would really love to hear his answer.
I'm sure some of moms will be like, no, There's sadly in any society, it doesn't even matter so much religion. There's in any society a lot of pushback for innovation.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people will be like, this is culturally, this is how my dad did it, this is how my granddad did it, and so we're going to do it this way.
Yeah. Yeah. Innovation is scary to a lot of people because it takes them to a new thought or thought pattern that they will all feel. Like every single person that went to the mosque and now the whole mosque has changed, they will all feel the change. They will all have, some will have jokes about them, and some will disagree with this. And I want the hard floor. I don't want this. And it will rile up some things that's what people are scared of.
I agree.
If people are not talking right now, keep it that way.
I agree.
That's it.
I agree. I think that's how you end up with subdivisions of religion.
Okay.
There'll be a new branch of Islam where they're like, yeah, we put like sand in our mosques.
Well,
yeah. Fuck,
yeah. Well, yeah. The problem is with I'm gonna be totally honest. The problem with society is there's a lot of if we're talking about that, I've seen a lot
when
of.
you say topics like these, I feel like we gotta be like in Amsterdam or something, like smoking a joint. Like when you start topics like the problems of society.
One day. Yeah, the problem of society is this: there's a lot of in our world. There's a lot of gay people.
Okay.
Pedophiles.
Okay. I like how you're putting those two people together. I don't think those two people would agree to be in the same boat.
No. But look, pedophiles, they in society and TikTok nowadays, I swear to God.
Okay.
I've seen content.
Okay.
That
I'm hooked. Tell me.
Content that shows that there are pedophiles in society.
What? Okay. What?
Yeah.
In what context are you talking about? Like he's like a dude who's pretending to be a girl and trying to like get some pedophiles show up, or what are you talking about?
No, not trapping pedophiles. I'm talking about plain and simple pedophilic arousing content.
Who did that TV show, To Catch a Predator?
To Catch a Predator, Chris Hansen.
Chris Hansen. My God, you both.
He's insane. Amazing guy.
You guys had it both like at the top of your lips. You guys didn't even have to talk about it. You guys were like, Chris Hansen.
So yeah, I love this guy. I watch him a lot because I know that what he does is just showing you the tip of the iceberg of how really there's a lot of them.
You don't think it's concerning that you're following up after content for pedophiles?
Look, it's concerning because of how my
Sorry, that
For
was a
You
dick
page.
move for me.
It's okay. It was already in the back of my head that you're gonna say that, but it's good that you
It's like
said
a dude who's like way into like gay stuff.
it. But he's the straightest in the group.
Yeah. But he knows everything about gays. Let me tell you about these pedophiles and what they do.
Well, okay, let me tell you about the pedophile.
What do they do?
So what? I will get content of like India and Bangladesh. I swear to God,
It's not working better, but go on.
of kids putting on makeup and dancing in very provocative moves, and these people will throw money on them like strippers. And I've heard, and I've seen a documentary about the boys of Afghanistan. Very sad documentary about
Fix your mic, by the way.
of
Yeah.
of pedophilia in Afghanistan. Kids become sex workers in a way.
Okay.
And that's way off topic. Social media right now, there are posts on TikTok, especially that
Okay.
show a lot of commenters and the actual publisher of the content that, hey, look at me, I'm a pedophile. What are you gonna do about it?
Okay, what you're talking about did actually happen. By the way, for the audience, can look this up. On YouTube, there was a whole pedophile cult that were trading like pictures and videos and stuff like that through YouTube comments. So they
wow.
would like go like to like family videos and stuff like that. We do like creepy shit. Like I mean, it's
Oh
not just-
my
I don't know what
God.
the right term is. It's not just creepy. I mean, it is fucking monstrous. Is the only
It
way of
is.
putting it.
It is monstrous, but they are very provoking. And
By the way, you're my favorite guest ever.
oh, thank you, bro.
Because I so far have not been comfortable enough with any guest that we can be like, let's talk about these pedophiles.
Why not? They are real dangerous. Like they are real.
No, I don't think. I mean, most pedophiles are your uncle, your brother, your dad.
Okay, look.
That's the truth, son.
That is, it is the truth. Our cousins and all that, and yeah. But well, they changed an aspect in your mind. It's like, oh, people just want that, and people just think about that, and that's what they want. And it's,
What you're saying that TikTok is programming people to be pedophiles? Is that what you're saying?
no, what I'm saying is TikTok
That's hearsay. You could get sued for making that statement.
No, I don't want to get sued, but TikTok is promoting, and I've seen it, and whenever I see a video, I go to the comments because as long as the video pops up, I'm like, yeah, this is a provoking pedophilic video. I go to the comments, I see videos of actual pedophiles.
So what are you typing in to find that kind of stuff?
I don't type. They come up to what? The crazy part is that they came up in the For You page
Okay.
and hundreds of thousands of likes.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why are they liking this stuff? It's not like there's talent.
Okay. And you were like, let me check out those comments.
It's not, I check comments because I want to see. There's a lot of people who are like, hey, where's God? Fear God. This is bad. But you're not doing anything.
What are you talking about? I've never ever like seen comments. Well, hardly like let's say 1 in 100 that says something like, "Oh, fear God," and this is bad and this kind of stuff. Most of them is just bots saying, "Beautiful, great day, nice picture."
Only on really, really edgy stuff like this.
Okay.
You will find people that their sense of religion and fear of God will work.
Okay.
But if it is a woman twerking,
وش يدخلك? يعني this is my thing. Oh, every time it doesn't matter. I'm not just saying it to you. I'm saying it to anyone who puts a comment that is like fear of God, fear this, bad, blah blah blah. I always think to myself, even if it's a positive comment, I always think to myself, وش يدخلك?
it's right. Yeah, I get it.
By the way, that's not great for the audience of ours since we want that to comment. but on a personal level, when I see this kind of things, I always think,
So I'm scared of one thing, that in my lifetime, I will see a parade of fucking pedophiles running in the streets of America. That's what I'm scared
what?
about. Yes.
Where is this coming from?
No. That's coming from actual fear and anxiety about
I've talked
sexuality.
about people's comments, and now you're bringing it
Because I want to close that. This is my closing. This is what
By
I'm
the way,
afraid of.
can you look this up? We can get you an ID card afterwards. This will be my gift for you. Adults for Love Children or something like that. They had a membership card.
For real.
Yeah, for real. Oh, I mean, I'm destroying now my search engine. I'm gonna be flagged for life. But we can.
Oh my God.
Can you type in society
Whoa!
or gang?
Pedo help. Oh my god. I've heard of a society it's called. Nah, I
Can you look
can't
at image?
remember it.
Oh god, I feel like we're gonna get into danger now.
This is weird.
There was like a membership. There was like what was
Oh hell no.
it? No, go up to search engine. Don't go too far down, son. I'll get you one as a membership card. You can keep it with you if you want. There it is.
Wait a minute.
There it is. I've never been so excited. Don't fucking go on their website, you crazy bastard.
No,
We're gonna be
no.
tracked by FBI. No, go back to Google search images. I want to show them the card.
Is that one the second
Go on
one?
images, yeah. You'll see they have a membership card. There it is.
They got one from Michael Jackson. That's too far, bro.
That one is from Red Letter Media, Rich Evans.
He really got that, or it's just a joke?
No, this is a joke. I'll make one for you as well.
No,
You want it?
you know what? No, thank you.
Imagine you get into a car accident, you're in a hospital.
You know, we gotta delete this guy.
We've got a member who's the North American members. What? How does the rest of it go? North American Members Boy Love Association.
North American Man Boy Love Association.
Oh
something
fuck
like
me!
that.
That is amazing. That is so amazing.
So if this got founded in 1974, and I said I wanted to close that, but what really scares me is a society that is very lustful, that they don't understand.
They already have memberships on.
No, this is not working.
You're worried
now.
about Parade. They've already got a membership.
They're not working now.
Of course they are.
Their history, they're not. No.
Yeah, they just have a different name now.
Oh yeah, yeah.
They just didn't make it so obvious.
Oh fuck. Really, this is the most fucked up thing about. All right, you got it at 18. That sounds really even. That is nice. It's like, okay, 18. Now a person decides that he will decide for himself.
Dan, who's that comedian? Andrew Schultz, I think his name is. He makes a fucking great joke, and he says that gay guys get that. If gay guys have a chance to get that sacredness, that sacred child dick. He says if you're gay, 15, you can have sex with other kids.
Oh, okay, no, that's fine.
I was like, that's so fucked up as like a thought to have
But-
in your head, to be like, how can I make pedophiles work as a joke? Oh yeah, when they're also kids, they can have that holy grail.
Oh, only if they were kids.
Yeah,
could
and I was
get
like,
that.
they can have that boy pussy. If you're 13, you have sex with a 12-year-old, that's the only way you're gonna get. Fucking hell.
He's right.
Yeah.
He's right. Yeah.
So we're gonna see you on that parade, huh?
yeah, I will be there with a machine gun.
Fuck,
Shit.
you know, man. This is fun.
It is fun. It is fun, but it's.
So where does this fear of pedophiles come from?
Because I've been touched before.
Okay, in the
was
good
a
way or
kid.
the bad way?
No, of course, in a bad way.
Okay, it could be a woman. I don't know.
Oh yeah, I've always thought about that.
Because nobody talks shit if it's like
Yeah.
a 30-year-old girl with a 15-year-old like boy.
The kid liked it.
I mean, they high five them. Like the dad will be like,
Wait a fucking minute. No, the dad will not be like that.
of course.
Only if the kid. I've heard stories that when kids actually pursue older women. I've heard that, and of
like
course
what
the kid
age
is not-
though? We're talking about like
15,
a 20-year-old.
16, with 20-year-olds, with 18-year-olds. With
That's not that much of a dip between 15 to 18. That's 4 years, son.
it is
3 years, sorry. Yeah, my math really fucked up there.
It is, but they're still considered unwell. Like they're not well. They cannot do things well. They do a lot of mistakes. They're kids. Kids are very courageous, very out
What
there.
are you talking about, son? It's 16. You're fucking in the U.S. You're in the military.
Well, 16.
Well, you can join the military at 16.
Yeah, well, really?
Can you double check that, Danny boy?
Nah.
You used to be able to until the Second World War.
Until the Second World War. In subscription, as in World Wars, you can go as young as
But
14.
they changed it for a reason. They knew that 14 and 15 and 16 and 17. All right, 17, you're getting close, but there is that period that needs growth. It needs not lust and sex.
What I mean, I don't know where this is coming from.
It's
Because
coming from a bad experience.
I
from-
understand that from you personally. We can get into that in a second. But the reason I'm asking, where is this coming from? Because we're talking about less than 100, less than what? No, even less than 70 years ago, there was no such thing as a children's hospital. Less than
What do you mean? There's a children's hospital from when I was a kid.
less than
Oh, yeah,
1950.
oh, 1950. Okay.
70 years ago, roughly, there was no such
70.
thing. 70 years ago, there was no such thing as children's hospitals. Before the 1920s, there was no such thing as childhood.
What?
Yes, people were expected, like the moment you hit 5, you were out with your dad learning a job. What do you think
Wow.
chimney sweepers were? They were old shit kids who were like 8 and 9 who were big enough to fit in a chimney.
Yeah, I heard
You-
about them.
You look at me like I'm telling you like new information.
It is new. Yeah.
2,000 years ago, you were expected to be in your first war by the time you were 14.
Heard that.
Yeah. So
Well, I
what is a child? I don't know.
a child is a human being with a neocortex that is not able to sit, spot, and understand thought patterns and how life goes.
So like a 3-year-old.
Sometimes even more than that. Just I believe when I was 14, 15, I did not have the audacity and the power to understand what is life.
If we go to untouched civilizations, right, by the time the kid is like 8 years old, they're helping out in the community. They're doing work.
That's eye-opening.
Why did he say it in such a weird way?
No, that's eye-opening because nowadays, well, if you compare 8-year-olds then, and they say that
8-year-olds today.
It's different.
Just in a different part of the world.
it's like lazy and not
Sure.
developing
Yeah.
anything.
I mean, you have an 8-year-old who's got an iPhone and is going home and doing shit, and then you've got another 8-year-old in somewhere in South America, untouched by society, by civilization, who's out there hunting.
hunting and gathering cocoa. I heard
I don't know if
nowadays,
they're having cocoa.
in Africa. In Africa, they have.
I don't know about that either. I don't know.
There's a
about
lot of child labor. Let's just say that.
But it's not child labor for them. It's just labor.
Mm,
They don't make a distinction.
well, yeah, but it's a title. It's like calling a book a book.
No, dude, come on. Even
A
in
child
our-
is a child.
Go back in your own like family lineage, or mine or yours. But by our grandfathers, they had like 8 to 9 kids because they knew that more than a half of them would die.
Whoa, from sicknesses and illnesses. and all that.
Yeah, what are you talking about? Everyone in the Middle East, if we go back 3 generations, were Bedouins.
Bedouins. Yeah.
Right, what?
They were.
There was no electricity until in the 1940s here in Saudi Arabia, 1930s.
Wow.
It's only because of Minik Faisal after 1970s when
Yeah,
the oil
I heard,
price
I heard
shot up.
the first car that came in Saudi Arabia, people looked at it and then saw the sheikh coming out of it, and they're like, they always put food in front of the horse.
Yeah, they put the food.
Put the food in front of the car.
I forgot what the feed is called in Arabic. They put it in front of the car.
It's
Can you?
So people-
Dad, can you pass me my phone? Sorry to interrupt you. I want to show our guest a picture. I'll load it up in the description, or we'll add it in.
they got
post.
it on a picture, but that's amazing.
I'll show you a picture right here. Thanks, Dad. Here, let me show you something. This is my great grandfather.
Is he it? No, this is your great grandfather.
This is my great grandfather.
So this is
This
the,
is this
the
is a
father
man-
of your grandfather.
Yeah, this is a man who, in his lifetime, shot at an aircraft with a bow and arrow. Oh no, it was actually with a flint, like it was like one of those like flint guns. He shot at a plane, thinking it's something to eat. In his lifetime, rode on an airplane. Can you
Okay.
imagine how much of like a shift that is from
Big.
your mental, like everything in the world has suddenly gone flipped. You went from a place of hunting and gathering to suddenly you are in the aircraft.
Big. Yeah, big changes. So these big changes are nice if they're done in the right frequency, you know?
Okay. I mean, you don't get to choose often the frequency of the society. It gets
You-
dumped onto you.
Yes, you're right about that.
And if
you
we
don't
didn't-
get to choose that.
Habibi, if we didn't have oil here in the Middle East, we would be no better off than any other a South American country or sub-Saharan Africa, it's only because of that
it's only
export of
because
oil.
of the oil. Yeah.
That's the only reason the rest of the world even gave us anything.
But the future is going to be very hard for oil. It's going to be expensive, and electric cars will rule the world. That's why you got to buy some Lucid stocks right now.
All right, interesting. Where this is coming from?
Lucid is coming from like,
No, where's this mentality coming from?
well, I love investing, and I think that fuel is going to end one day.
All right.
And
I'm going to make a title of you, by the way. I'm going to have like, loves investing, hates pedophiles.
great. That's a great thing. Yeah. Loves investing. So at the time where people realize, just these big guys will sit together and realize, oh God, this is going to end. What is going to end? The fuel, the energy that burns and moves magnets and whatever to create electricity.
All right. That's not how that works, but go on.
There are things about magnets, but there are things that work
It creates
with
a
magnets.
magnetic field.
Yeah, that's what I'm
but
saying.
there's no
Okay.
magnets involved.
No way. No, there is man.
No, son.
Okay.
It's a turbine that gets spinned. What happens is that they burn the fuel, right?
And that
it
gets
creates
spun.
heat. It turns the fan, which is called kinetic energy, into electric energy, which then gets powered into a power station. That's how that process
Word.
works.
Okay. Maybe magnetic field is magnets.
When the turbine turns,
Yeah.
it's a coil that turns. The coil.
Yes. It creates electric energy.
Wait.
In order for it to create the energy, it needs to be in a magnetic field.
Ah.
There needs to be magnets
There-
and a coil turning in between, which creates electricity.
What was that word? There used to be magnets.
There needs to be magnets to create electricity. A coil needs to turn within the magnet.
I won't believe that. Look that up, Lou. Look that up. I won't believe that.
Okay. Wait a minute.
Look it up because I won't believe that. I cannot believe that all electric stations use magnets. What?
No.
What,
No,
nuclear
no,
power
no.
stands?
They need the field of magnets,
Oh,
something
for
like that.
coal you're talking about. You're talking about coal and gas. I can't imagine a nuclear power plant uses fucking magnets.
Here we go.
All right, what is this? Let's see it. Let's check it out. Most of the world's electric generators is from generators that are based on a scientific Michael Faraday's discovery in 1983. The moving magnet inside the coil of wire makes or inducts an electric current flow in the wire. Let's see that picture. Let's look that up.
That's very old, but
It shows you my ignorance of how electricity works. By the way.
Here we go. Magnets, coil copper wire, turbine, electricity.
Dude, I'm not gonna believe any image that
Right.
8th grade science.
Well, shows you I don't even have 8th grade science under my belt.
wait a minute. Okay, so what I'm saying is big people are going to sit one day and be like, okay, fuel's going to end. Let's use all the fuel we have right now and create solar panels. That's the only way a human's going to survive. Every single power plant in the world is going to be sun.
All right, the
And you're
first
gonna
thing
have-
I'm gonna do after this show is read up about how electric generators work. That's the first thing.
Forget about it. You know right
No,
now.
I'm gonna read up on this shit. I'm gonna be an expert after this.
So buy Lucid stocks because Lucid is a company that's only $20 right now. And
And you're a main investor into it. You're a part owner.
I don't have any share
Okay, that's good.
because I can't.
Buy stocks that I don't believe in.
No, I believe in it, but I need a big sum or a beautiful sum to get in because a lot of fees are taken when you're trying to buy from brokerage. That buying $10 is
You don't
not
have
worth
to
it.
buy through a broker. You can call an investment bank and make an account and then buy through that bank.
Well, if they have the shares, some of them give you the number. They call it the commodity or something like that. They sell you the price of the share. You don't have an actual share. So if something happened at that company and the shares of that Lucid went up, but the brokerage you bought or the investment bank or whatever you bought the commodities with is not trustworthy, your money's gone. Like crypto nowadays is a lot of scams and a lot of bad things are happening.
You're mixing and matching things now. Those are two different animals.
They are, right.
Okay.
So yeah.
What you're talking about does exist. There are, when you're talking about stocks that are in the market, a lot of them, although it is owned by X party, isn't registered in the market. I think I think it's like 10% of shares aren't correctly allocated, to be precise, right? And that's just because of the system setup. Crypto, what you're talking about, is a totally different animal because it obviously crypto works with that whole blockchain. Most crypto, I think, works with a blockchain, right, Dan? Am I correct?
Every crypto is a blockchain. Yeah.
You wouldn't know. Okay, you're not. It's not like electricity.
Like the whole thing in crypto is the blockchain is the new thing, but now it's happening to be, oh, we are faster.
Okay.
We're more secure. Every single new coin
Okay.
that has a new blockchain,
Yeah.
it says, no, we're faster, we're secure, and all that. It's just selling you to be the best new iPhone. It's just, every year you have a new phone.
Okay.
Today, every day you have a new blockchain, a
Okay.
new company, a new team that's working on a coin. And I'm scared for a lot of people that will invest in these small businesses right now. Like I've heard Syscoin, Kadena,
You know what cis means, right?
not SIS, SYS.
I was like, it's a coin for cisgendered men. I was like, yeah, okay.
Cisgendered.
Yeah.
Oh, I heard about them in a TikTok video. There was a senator and a woman in front of the senator, and he was asking her a very beautiful question. There are some transgender women, transgender men. They cannot get pregnant.
Wait, what? You mean men who've turned women? You mean?
Yeah, they cannot get pregnant.
Okay.
They
Yeah.
can't. Physically, right? They can't.
Okay.
But I feel like he said that, and she got very offended.
Well, that's because the assumption is then that any woman who can't give birth because of whatever medical condition isn't a woman then.
Wow. No.
That's why people are pissed off by it. They're like saying, if you're designating a woman simply because the ability to give birth,
That's fucked up.
then anyone who's had like cancer or anything like that, then they're not a woman anymore.
That's not fun to say. Yeah, that's not.
That's why people are like weird about it.
That's what they're fighting for.
Yes and no. I think it's a complicated issue in because now the argument exists that men can get pregnant.
How?
It's
As transgender women.
transgender
women who became men.
man, and then exactly. Exactly. It's a whole thing.
It's fucked up.
Yeah, I mean it's because it's not correctly dealt with in society. Analytics and data now has become fucked up.
It's very emotion driven. It's not statistic and science driven. It's very, hey, why are you hating? Why you hate? It's not. Let's not stop hating.
You can't go from I'm gonna be a jihadist and blow up a fucking show and then be like everything is hate driven. You can't. Sorry, son. It's either one or the other. Either you're like,
Nah, people are very concerned with hate. Well, they are very concerned with hate, and they don't hate us. Don't hate us. All right. A lot of people will still hate you. A lot of people will still hate you for who you are simply because you're a human being.
I think it's nice that somebody hates you.
Yeah, well, it just shows you're living.
It shows that they care, right? The opposite of love isn't hate. The opposite of love is indifference. It's apathy,
Apathy. What is apathy?
meaning you don't have a preference, you don't care, you have no emotion, right?
Well, I believe in the law of polarizations and the Hermetic philosophies, and love is opposite to hate. That's what I believe. And hate can be love.
So what is it called then if you don't particularly like if I
Stuff love.
so if I give you like an option between two bottled waters, right, from different brands, both of them you've never heard of, you would be indifferent to it, I'd assume, right? You wouldn't be like, no, give me that one.
Right.
You'd be like, well,
Water.
whatever.
Yeah.
Just give me one of them, right?
Yeah. That's right.
So that's how every time you watch a YouTube video from a new creator, you're also like, sure, whatever, check him out.
Yeah, but a lot of people they express hate because I think hate comes from self. You're putting a lot on yourself, a lot of emotions and a lot of aspirations that you want to get, and then you're not getting them. I feel like the most amounts of time I'm hating anyone is when I'm talking to customer service for my phone providing company. I'm like hating that guy or that woman that's talking to me. You're not doing what I'm telling you. It's like hate, demanding and all of that. So expressing hate should be very much responsible.
You know, for me, I don't think of it so much like as, hey, I think how difficult are you making my life, right? If I'm, be it phone center, be it whatever, and if you're going to make my life difficult, ooh, boy, you believe me, I'm going to be very difficult with you.
Yeah.
So I had recently my flight canceled. I can give you a perfect example. They canceled my flight. It was a connecting. It was I booked the full flight through the same provider, Lufthansa. Fuck you guys. They canceled my first flight to Frankfurt, and then didn't cancel my flight from Frankfurt to Dubai. Right?
Wow, that's crazy.
And so I called them up and I was like, so what's the situation? They're like, we can't book you for another week at all, any flight. And I was like, okay, can I get a refund? And they're like, yes and no, because we can only refund you the flight that's canceled. And I was like, so you expect me to somehow show up to Frankfurt? I was in London at the time, like magic to somehow catch that flight. And she said to me, and I quote, "Sir, you should have read the terms and conditions before you booked it." And I was like, exactly. I was like,
deep breath, take it in.
I was like, okay. I thought to myself, okay, you bitch. We'll deal with this. And I said, listen, can you just go and check if there's any other potential way I can capture the flight, blah, blah, blah. So she said, okay, let me put you on hold. While she put me on hold, I went through every regulation, every law I can quickly search on Google, right? And then she came back on the phone. And I said, you know what, dear? I really appreciate you giving me that great advice and looking at the terms and conditions. Because right here that I'm reading my terms and conditions, you canceled my flight 7 days before the date, because you canceled me on the date. And I don't have a transfer for within 2 hours of my next flight. So Lufthansa owes me 400 BD. Lufthansa also owes me, according to the terms and conditions, my taxi fare between then and there, which was another 200 BD. Yeah. You gotta put it a little up, right? Yeah. And then I didn't mention that I live in London, so I said Lufthansa also has to accommodate me for my hotel stay.
Yo.
Right? And she literally just paused there and said, let me speak to my manager.
Really? Why not at first? You have to tell her.
So she talked to her manager. She comes back and says, it turns out that we can refund you for the full flight.
Oh, yeah.
And I said, because at that point, I was like, no, you've made my life difficult.
Damn.
And I really appreciate you giving me that advice to look at the terms and conditions. So I will be requiring also that external fee associated with my delay.
That's amazing.
Yeah. So now I have them on the hook for about 500 BD.
That's great.
That's it, man. Right? If they're gonna be a dick to you, you gotta just outdick them.
But you outdick them with control. A lot of people will just be angry, and as soon as they hear you didn't read the terms of services, they close the phone and just accept defeat.
Nah, dude. Nah. There's no point in getting upset. You just gotta be controlled. Mm-hmm. Look at your options and then go for the attack.
Sometimes, yeah. I feel like a lot of people, man. I always talk about a lot of people. What am I really saying? Is everybody.
Okay. I have no idea what you're saying with that. Go on.
They get these flashes of, or bumps of uncontrolled emotions. And they just cannot hold it in. And they take it out on anything. And you know what anything is today? It's just social media.
Interesting.
Yeah. Go ahead and take it out on anybody you see. You be like, oh, what's his problem? And the real problem is when a content creator, as I was, not equipped emotionally to receive negative comments.
I am so amazed that you say that, because for me, I couldn't care less.
Right.
I couldn't care less.
But a lot of people are not equipped. I know a lot of people that are not equipped and have went to depression, to anxiety, to pills, to doctors, just because of a negative comment that is just text on pixel.
Maybe you just tell them next time the same thing I tell people. Just be like, you don't know if that's even a real person. How do you know you're not just being shotgunned by a
why?
bot?
They will have any excuse to feel bad.
Why don't you do like tutorial videos and stuff like that?
A lot of them online.
Sure, but none of them have your twist and your style.
I don't find style in, oh, fuck, you're right. Yeah. Yeah, you're right. I guess, well, helping people is very beautiful and very nice. But it wasn't my brand. It was never my intention to help people learn something in a very technical way. I want people to learn how to learn, but I will not teach them what to learn. So I will teach people like, you got to have the enthusiasm to go ahead and be open
That's
to
not very
learn.
helpful.
It is.
No, it isn't.
It isn't.
It isn't. Imagine if you wanted to learn audio production, I would have told you like I'm like some audio guru, and I've been like, you just need the ability to learn, son.
No,
Go
no,
after
no,
it.
no.
You'd be like, what the fuck?
Yeah, but
Imagine how if they taught doctors that.
because I think I don't have a. Oh yeah, no.
We're not teaching you anything about medicine. We're going to teach you how to learn.
I think I really dislike giving knowledge or teaching people because the amounts of questions that I get afterwards will kill me. Wow, how would I do this? Oh wait,
Why do you have to respond to each one?
Well, I love to advance to be a better teacher. That's how I will be that. By actually caring about students and telling them every single piece of information I can make useful. And I don't want to go down that road.
Very easy. You make that as a sip. You want your questions answered? No problem. Subscribe to our whatever.
But
Right.
again and again, well,
Exactly. And then offer it as a course and then sell it online. And then you're making money, son.
I have a lot of ideas of courses in my head. But I
So do
don't-
it. Start your channel. Start your website. Be like Andrew Tate.
Andrew Tate is yeah.
He's making good money at the
Making
moment.
good money.
He's really fucking smart. He's so fucking smart.
Yeah, he is, and I respect what he does.
No, I don't. Forget all that shit. I don't care about his content. Why I'm calling him smart is because he goes on meme pages, buys them, and then reposts his content
Meme
through
pages.
those meme pages because they have like huge audiences, right? It's and so he has this incredibly huge reach because he's just buying up these like
Yeah. Accounts
nonsense
that have
accounts.
reach.
Yeah, isn't that genius?
That's genius, and I believe that there are music labels and a lot of people using people that have multiple, not
Accounts.
meme accounts, but they're called music influencing accounts. If you go on TikTok or Instagram Reels, you'll find short music videos with the lyrics typed in, and there's effects and a little bit of the music video in the background. But these videos blow up the original music more than just uploading it and distributing it.
Well, that's how Old Town Road happened, right?
Yeah, it did happen like that. A lot of accounts just reposted it, and dances, you paid a lot of TikTok influencers to dance. And well,
He was a kid in a bedroom. That's how he produced that song, Old Town Road.
wow,
Isn't that amazing as a story?
that's amazing, yeah.
And he was so smart. He went on like forums and like Reddit and stuff like that. And then he would purposely make fake accounts and write, "Hey, does anyone know the name of the song?" And then he would post.
Wow.
His
This
YouTube
is
song.
what I'm saying. This should be a skill that someone else's does for someone. I pay someone $1,000. He will do the same thing. He will make
People do that. It just costs a lot more money than $1,000.
yeah.
It's like $10K maybe.
Where are they? How do you pay them?
It's called PR agencies.
PR agencies,
Yeah,
personal relations.
yeah. They'll sort all that stuff.
They
out
do
for
this
you.
shit, huh?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I thought it will be someone on Instagram. You go to their DMs and be like, hey.
So I spoke to a guy on the show. His name is George. He runs Now Bahrain magazine. And I asked him, I said, so how much of the newspaper that you read is actual physical news and how much of it is paid content? He said about 90 to 80% of what you read is actually paid content. It's either from the company that wants a story highlighted or a competitor that wants to put down a company. Right? And that blew my mind. So I asked him, I said, what's the easiest way of getting like a story written about you in a big newspaper? He said, talk to their marketing department.
Of the magazine.
Of the newspaper, magazine, whatever. And he used to work for The Guardian. So
Wow.
take that with a grain of salt. Yeah.
Wow.
That blew my mind when he told me that.
So controlled.
Yeah.
The content that we consume is so controlled. We have to be very considerate.
So what's the situation like with you now? So you're a YouTuber, you're a content creator. Do you see yourself more as a musician? Do you see yourself more as a YouTuber?
Well, of course, YouTube started my career, ignited my success. So I see myself as a YouTuber. And I really have the firm belief that whatever I put my mind to, I will learn and do, get the skills, and just make a product. But there are things that I feel like I don't want to do, like programming and coding and all that. I just don't want to do them. And I can say, yeah, I can't do them even if I learned, because I did learn. And I'm like, no, this is not something I can do.
Do you do the edit yourself, or do you hire someone outside to do the edit?
No, I do my edits by my own since the beginning. Then I had a friend that worked with me, and it was a very bad managing part from my side. I didn't manage him correctly. But he was a very, 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 he knows, if he hears me right now, he knows he's a very hardworking guy, disciplined. But I was in a very bad mind state, and I didn't manage him very well, and I fired him twice. And then now I wish that he was still working for me, because we were doing shit, like real good.
Okay.
So I would love to have a person edit for me right now.
Fiverr.
Well, Fiverr, they don't edit in the way of the consumer of the Arab world.
Okay, you can teach them how to do it.
It's not going to be that easy.
Everything that's worth doing isn't. One of my favorite sayings, if it's easy, do it easy. If it's hard, do it hard. Just get it done.
You're fucking right. That's not wrong. Yeah.
It's my favorite saying.
Well, I will eventually succeed at doing those things, getting myself an editor and having much time to create more content. You know, I would love to just go out and the video is edited by someone else, and these hours that I delegated to someone, I'm working on something else, because I believe that working is the only thing that gives happiness or rest a taste. If I don't work, if I don't feel tired, if I don't give.
Look at that quote. Look at that quote playing out. I like that. I like that.
That's beautiful, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I love working. I hate just sitting down and not doing anything. It feels.
A man needs purpose.
And a man needs purpose and needs it. Yeah.
I'm with you.
Sure.
I'm with you. Listen, I would still tell you, find an editor. If you're like most big YouTubers do this, or rather said, most vloggers do this. They hire an editor that's in the opposite time zone as them, meaning that when you're sleeping, they're waking up. So by the time
That's
that edit
amazing.
is done, you're waking up. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's the best way of doing it, because you can spend the day then filming 5, 4 o'clock, whenever you're done, depending on when you start. Submit it to them. The time they wake up, they've got it.
They're ready. Yeah.
They edit it. They send it to you by 4 or 5 o'clock. That's by the time you wake up.
Yes, that's okay, but like you could just delay and send it in front one day. It's okay. It's a very nice concept for hard work.
For vloggers.
For consistency. Yeah, for consistency. Very nice concept. It works.
That's how vloggers do it. Like Casey Neistat, although he
edits his own, right? After dark, before sleep, in the beginning.
He's got a whole staff to do it.
No. I believe he's a one-man army.
No, he's not.
Yes,
No,
he
he's
is. Nah. Let's agree to disagree, bro. He is a one-man
Can
army.
you type it in? Casey Neistat's editor.
Oh, yeah. He had one editor. Yeah, you're right. Or two, but like, but he used to do it. He used to be a one-man army before that editor. Before he
Sure.
got that, yeah.
Sure,
That's what I'm
okay.
saying. Yeah, you reminded
Okay.
me of that guy. I remember him.
Okay.
He's Max something. He's a very nice editor, a very nice content creator. He made Peaches by Justin Bieber with oranges. It's a joke, but he actually did make the beat with oranges. Yeah, a very nice editor, a very nice content creator.
So, do you want to switch out from mostly gaming channel?
Yeah, I'm not a mostly gaming channel. I started as a gaming channel, and then I discovered there's challenges to do, funny challenges in front of people, like a bean boozle challenge. There was like beans, and the same color can have two tastes. One as peach, or a dog shit or something like that, dog barf or something.
And you're eating this.
It's just a game
Okay.
for people to enjoy. It's a challenge. So challenges were nice. and vlogs were very quite hard. Yeah, they are very hard to make a vlog. Like, what's so interesting? I just woke up. What am I doing?
You have to find the interesting and the boring, and then make your whole day surround that interesting thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the only way of making it work.
Yep. And that's the hardest part in vlogging. But in challenges and gaming videos, it's very straightforward. I'm doing a challenge. Here it is. I'm doing a video, gaming video. I'm playing a game. That's it.
Do you see yourself more like Hazenblatt? Hazan, I think his name is. He's a Twitch streamer.
What does he do?
Dan, can you look him
Hazenblatt?
up? I think his name is
No, I don't like Twitch streams.
Hassan. I think his name is Hassan.
Hassan Abi?
Hassan Nabi, that's the one.
Nah, this guy is political. No, I'm not that guy.
His name is Hassan Nabi. It's with an N-A-B, I think. Yeah, that's the one. That's him. Hassan Nabi. Nope,
No,
that's
no.
definitely not him.
Hassan. Without the N. Without the N. Hassan Abi.
Yeah, that's that dude. Yeah. He said some crazy shit. He
What did he say?
He said it's good that 9/11 happened. US deserved it while living in America. Wow.
No way
What?
he said that.
Yeah, he said that. Yeah, and he had to like go and apologize for it and stuff like that.
Yeah,
He's-
of course.
yeah.
He said it. He meant it one day. No, I don't consider myself a Twitch streamer. I love the post processing of a content creation. I love editing and making a video and putting personality in a video.
He spends
After.
8 hours live every day.
Well, with the amount of money and yeah, a lot of them they have these schedules like XQC and
Oh, you like XQC?
no, I don't like him. I don't watch him. I don't know. Not
Thank
my
you.
type. These guys are not my type of content consume.
Who's
Like,
your favorite content creator?
I would say Finza
I have no idea what that is.
is a very beautiful content creator. Finzar, as ZAR. Very nice guy. He's a teacher,
Okay.
but a very professional one, a very nice one with a personality.
Okay. Oh, he's pretty small.
Yeah, he's pretty small, but his actions are very huge. I'm very quote mood today.
Mine favorite probably is they don't exist anymore. They're gone now. Type in demo disc. There used to be called Inside Gaming. Then they were called. Funhouse. But yeah, they also did mostly like gaming stuff. But they were some of the funniest people ever.
Where
on
are
the
they?
internet.
That's them?
They're gone now. They don't.
What?
Oh, they're all left the job. One of them got fired for masturbating in the office.
What a guy.
What a legend! What a legend!
What a legend. Nowhere to do it. Right here.
And then another guy, I think he left to start his own venture, and then yeah,
Wow.
they were pretty fucking funny. I'll send you one or two of their videos, and you're gonna be fucking crying in tears. But they're gone now. But
Oh, shit. I guess laughter is very hard or it's comedy is very subjective. Very subjective.
if I get the feel of the kind of person you are, I think you will like the kind of content.
Yeah, I get it.
I think yeah.
I'll give it a try. But comedy these days, people find it hard if another person does something in a video, they find it hard to accept that this is normal. A joke. Yeah.
Oh, okay. You're talking about like
Personality.
wokeism now.
Oh my God, yeah. Tell me about wokeism. They find it that they have the ability to see if someone is not themselves. They think they do. These woke people think
Okay.
that they can see you
Okay.
when you're not you because they're woke. They can see behind the curtains, behind the false identities and imposter syndromes and all of that. They love all the psychological names of people not being themselves, while people are just
Oh, I meant it differently. I meant it for like people who like make crass jokes and then they like blow it out.
They make
Crass jokes,
Crass?
like crass jokes, meaning like they make like dark humor. Mm-hmm. Not because the person's
Okay.
black, but because the humor. That's
The
my
humor
favorite
behind
way.
it. I love
my
dark
favorite
humor.
way of making that joke, that innuendo. But yeah, because they make like a joke that's in bad taste or something like that.
Oh yeah.
It's like a rape joke, for example, and
Yeah.
then they get like super upset by it, and then they try to cancel that comedian. And stuff
Oh my
like that.
god.
So yeah, that's how the guy from do you remember that movie? It was a Marvel movie. Oh, I forgot the name of it. The
What
one where
happened?
they're in space and they're traveling.
Yeah, Guardians of the Galaxy.
Guardians of the Galaxy. That's why he was fired. The director.
The director was fired.
Yeah, can you look up the name for the director, Dan? Okay, James Gunn. Thank you.
What did he do?
He basically made some jokes 10 years ago, like pedophile jokes. And that's why he got fired.
Yeah, people can handle jokes these days.
I'm trying to remember one of the jokes. I
They like people who cannot handle dark humor jokes. I don't know what makes them laugh. Like if that doesn't make you laugh, what makes you laugh? Fail army videos?
I love the people. I love the people who go, I have a great sense of humor, and I didn't find that funny.
No, you know that.
Who are you?
What's your sense of humor according to me right now? Like yeah,
Fucking
yeah.
hell.
A lot of people today is sharers of emotions and and opinions. My father said, we live in an era that people are very singular opinionated. They have opinions. Everybody's different, and they have a single opinion of something that is true, is not changeable. They don't express it too much, but the way they live shows how they are.
They're inclusive in their exclusivity.
Yes or no?
Yeah, so what's your problem with gay people?
What's my problem with gay people? Nah, I feel like gay people just are grown men that just want to tell people, look, we're having sex together. We don't give a fuck.
Okay.
I don't care what grown men are doing.
Okay.
Why should now kids in Disney movies see Buzz Lightyear?
Having a boyfriend.
No, it's not him. It's
They're not brave enough to make.
yeah, they didn't make him gay. No, they
They're
made
not brave enough to
his
make him gay.
co-pilot.
All right.
I saw the scene. It was like, and it's banned in UAE and Bahrain and GCC just because of that. Because why?
But you found your way to find it and watch it. Sorry.
I did not watch. I saw a clip.
You set it up and I knock him down. Sorry.
It's okay. I saw a clip, but I don't know why do kids and families have to know that there are adults existing. And okay, if they have to know, they will know in, let's say, school. Give them that in school. Tell them they're adults that do this shit.
Okay.
That's it. That's it. Just open the door for them and close it forever.
Okay.
Why do you got to do it again?
Okay.
Why? Why do people want other people to know that they have sex with each other?
Okay. But do you not think it's amazing how less than 2,000 years ago it would have been weird to be heterosexual? Less than
What is a
2,000
heterosexual? Is a
being
straight?
straight.
It's weird to be straight.
2,000 years ago, it would have
Why?
been weird to be straight because people are just bi.
What?
Yeah.
Really? What era is that?
We're talking about the Roman Empire.
They were
We're talking
all
about
vibes.
the Greek Empire.
Well-
Alexander the Great, the man who managed to conquer all the way to India, he had sex with dudes all the time.
Wow.
Yeah. In fact, to blow your mind even further, in Roman society, I forgot the technical term for it because I'm not a historian. It was actually shunned upon. It was actually shunned upon to have a big dick.
Shunned upon like something bad?
Yeah, it was something bad. Seriously.
Really?
Yeah.
And now a lot of people like it's changed.
Yeah, because they saw it as animalistic. Yeah, and so people would
A
have
proper human has a size of average.
no. The smaller
what an average is that?
the smaller the dick, the more beautiful it was seen because it was something close to divine.
Oh, it's like
Isn't that amazing?
It's a beauty standard. It's
Yeah,
something like
isn't that amazing to think about that? That's how it used to be.
It is amazing to think about that. Telling me that
And
fucking civilization we're by.
and I mean,
It's crazy to be straight. It's like, yo, you don't fuck dudes.
gladiators were fucking dudes and were fucking women. Sometimes even the wives of other guys. It wasn't. It was not seen as something strange.
Yeah, but these days it's not seen as strange, but it's. I think
It's only
sex
because of
sells.
the. It's only because of the Christian church that the Western society has become so weird about it. Look at Thailand, for example.
Yeah, they don't care.
Yeah. Fascinating, isn't it?
Yep. Well, I just want.
You just want to word out there that you and gays are on fighting terms.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with them. I just want to know why is it being pushed to a mass degree of people that we're here, we have sex with each other. Okay. And I don't think I'm going to get to the answer. Not in my lifetime. Something will happen, but not in my lifetime. That's going to answer this question very blatantly. It will be the truth.
And what do you think about that statistic where they took homophobes and showed them gay porn, and like 60 or 70% of them had like boners? What does that tell you?
It tells me that certain movements of the human body and the movements of the energy, I could show you a back of a man
Yeah.
doing some shit.
Okay.
You can get a boner, but when he turns...
Son, I don't believe that for a second.
No. He does a lot of shit.
Do you watch a lot of men's backs and get boners?
I'm giving you the answer to the question of
that no one was asking.
The science behind it. It's humans don't the human mind doesn't separate.
Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't know what's true, false, unless you tell the brain that's true, that's false. Don't believe this, believe that.
So you're telling me if you get like a dude's back and you tell me that's a beautiful woman's back.
And yeah, you could say that. You
Okay.
could believe that.
Okay.
And then boom, he turns his himself, and you
It's
see
just like a
something
hairy
else.
chest. Yeah.
And you're like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
But that's not because you're gay.
Yeah.
It's because of the movement of energy of the body.
Yeah.
It's in a certain way that arouses.
Yeah.
That's it.
That sounds like a guy who goes to prison and has sex with dudes and then goes, I wasn't gay. I wasn't taking it. I was giving. That's not gay.
No. Chill. It's just, I feel like it's scientifically true that some movements arouse, whether it's
I
coming
can't
from,
speak on science because I got my 8th grade electricity wrong today. So I did, my science
You gotta
card
forget
got
that,
taken
man.
away.
Don't let it define your night, brother. Forget about
I
that.
have a bunch of cards in my head and that one was taken out today. I have to come back tomorrow to talk about these things.
Well, the more you know.
The more you know.
It's a lot of magnets.
Exactly.